Hello. I'm starting early because why not? You know, I'm here. I'm not doing anything at the moment. Why not start a couple minutes early? How is everybody doing? I'm doing pretty well. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Well, now you asked first, so you should have asked. You should have answered the question. Yes, this bit is never gonna end of me just replying to what I said previously because I like it. That's literally the only reason. Right. Do we want to start now? Yeah, let's start now. Because why not? I want to see if I can get in quickly. I've had a pretty stressful couple days, and so I want to relax. So I'm drinking cider in the complete darkness, except for that light. And I'm going to play some patch quests and vaguely do an accent for each of the characters, but probably not. It's not going to look very, it's not going to sound very good in general because I'm not good at mic editing. And we're in the Wild West area that I'm not a huge fan of either. Konar, talk to me again. I wish to know how you've embraced nature. To know that the Hitchfar are safe is more than enough. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them we have also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. Not do I thank you for standing by me as Dawn servant, and as oft imperfect man beneath the mantle. Now let us return our attention to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Rockneek straying from their favoured grazing, and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary method. A silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting a pulses of aether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than the traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Sorry, I'm getting my hair out of the thing. Alright. Konar's got that. You got this, I believe in you. You and Erenville. Let us return to the Shaloni station and begin work on it then. Rolika and his crew will doubtlessly be relieved to finally have a solution. Yeah, but who's gonna make the missile? Missile? Whistle. I do love how Rezat Han has almost exclusively been around to just make allies with other people. That's almost entirely what they've done. Kinda need those. But what I don't need is food. Where's the food? Have I eaten all the food that was given to me? No, there's something here. Okay, Rockneek, I know you're not pronounced this and I've refused to learn your actual name, but please don't attack me. Do you ever wonder if, like, your boss or your friends and that kind of stuff, whether when they're saying something to you, they actually mean it, or whether it's just literally what the social contract says to do? So I was teaching somebody these past couple days, and when they were leaving today, because they're done with the training, they said, "Oh, you're a great teacher," to somebody else. I was like, you're not going to answer back to that person, "Oh no, they were shit," are you? So, like, can I take that compliment as an actual compliment, or do I take that as, well, they've just been forced into that situation to be able to have to say that? It's a weird situation. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it? Yes, this happened and this happened. So the Rockneek were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Valkonahar, not too... Valkonahar's not too bad themselves. And with the whistle idea, sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight. Mm. Mm. Mm.
We're ready to go.
Hey! It was dark in that picture.
Whoa. She looks as good as new.
Hold on. Walklamat, bend down again. No!
To do a proper job, could have really made her shine.
What do you mean? What, is there a time scale to this?
Together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned,
Ronek.
no effort.
That's the word. Ah.
From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
That's insane. We can't get trains that wouldn't do that.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation
Is
needs
that
to know
guy okay? Is this dude okay? He's got a lot of bandages over just his stomach.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel. And we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us.
That's fair.
However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
This person. I want to learn about you. No.
Done talking? Let's put this train through our paces.
You're pretty cool as well. It's weird that they're all copies of people that exist, but you're not. Like, they're one-to-one copies of those people I saw in the other dimension, but you're not. Why aren't we allowed on the train? Hold on a second, I wouldn't mind getting on the train. How does Konar get to be on the train, but I'm not allowed to? That's also not that quiet. Use the whistle.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
You have to stop to use it?
To test our whistle.
Oh, it's just for the test.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
Nice.
It's moving away.
Hopefully that isn't artificial panic that scares them.
Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Perfect. I love this music.
We can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success. In a quiet way, like.
True. Kona, you do need to say something back. Like, it certainly was. Or, that really made a bang. In a quiet way, you know?
With your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Well, the other one's here as well. The Val Resolve is also here. Is that just not her department? How do they split the work? For a while, we were real worried that you would never get the railway working again, but now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shalom, and then the continent. Watch out, Zactoral, here we come. I share the sentiment. We've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The effort of all here today has not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati. Paladin Dart. Nope, that's gone. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railway has been restored to service. Shale? What do you have her working on? So, yeah, his mother. Garuljar's mother. I assumed he was cloned. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. Yeah, who's your father? Who's your father? There's no cause to look at me like that. The Cacao we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I didn't search for what she's left behind, because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. I just noticed he's got this. That's so freaking cute. But what about your father? Speaking of things you carry, is that a teeny tiny Cacao? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it is a good souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for what it's worth, I think it's nice. It's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there's aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. By the way, this will just abruptly stop. I shouldn't have discarded that. I should have just sold it. What was I doing? Ethernet? Ethernet? Oh, so I don't have the Arcadium one, which is... I'm not sure where it is. Hold on a sec. I'm sorry. I'm quite sneezy today. At some point, I may get a nosebleed and have to leave. Not leave, obviously, but like leave for a second to get a tissue. I probably should do that in preparation. You know what, I will. Give me a second. Let me just move over here. Move into a place that I like. Let's go into the back rooms. They're not yellow. Or is that something different? Is the back rooms... I'll be back in a second. I'll be right back. I'm not going to press the be right back button. I'm going to be that short. How's everybody doing? I know I've been gone for a ton of time. No, I'm kidding. I haven't been gone at all. Anyway, how is everybody doing? Yeah, let's go. Hey, gratia. Gratatia? Grahantia? Grahatia? The train's gonna work in a bit. A simple, yet elegant solution. And thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share her findings with us imminently. Hey, Asola! I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Yustola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Skydeep Sonat for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at that place myself. I can join you once we're finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. You saw nothing. Don't make any sudden movements or sounds.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit.
Okay.
But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Tayshul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Why wouldn't you do... What if it's like, I hate my son?
Yes, please.
You probably should have checked
All
it.
right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Thank you for telling us, Shale. It's like she was looking at the screen when she said that. Hope you're ready. Several audio files will play in sequence. Why am I putting them in a playlist instead of doing them one-on-one? Not a clue. Is what I'm doing, though.
My name is Tayshul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
I see.
Mother?
You don't know yet.
Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard.
I still don't believe
I was
that.
part of a contingent dispatch to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region.
Oh, so all of them didn't remain. Okay.
Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuiyolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army.
Yeah, that's fair. Makes
To go
sense.
back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path.
Pardon me.
A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander.
Okay.
How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja?
Ooh.
I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. from afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him.
I don't know if you can say you knew him.
His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon.
Have you noticed his eyes kind of look like they're clouded?
That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
It's the kid.
Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If you could see him, embrace him. Surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
No, I can't.
What?
I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father.
Is this on the recording?
Don't. I can't. No. Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me.
It says this in the voice recording?
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all.
He wasn't just surprised. I mean, he was surprised, but...
He'll come around. We'll be a happy family.
Oh, that's never happening, mate. I'm sorry.
Kaniloka shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
Why would he take it out on the fucking kid? Jesus.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
Oh. She put him in a barrel and let him down the Drift Downs. Let him drift down like the Drift Downs.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
Gulja, I appreciate where you're coming from here, but it wasn't as if they were in a relationship. This wasn't as if they've come out of a relationship, something happened, the kid or something has broken it up. They never were in love with each other. One of them loved one of them, the other one didn't even know the other one's name until very recently. I don't think there was ever a chance you guys would be one family.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, maybe you can teach that to the other people here. It's better to know. Aww. Hug him back. Oh, they're not hugging back. Oh, their eyes closed though, so that means they liked it. Hey, Sola. It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. It didn't have to be. Guljar is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependent companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I get to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Guljar. If you remember one thing, remember that. Hey! Now then, having shared what I can at present, I am ready to head to the living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise you, we won't remain over long. I know we have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. No worries. I think the only way you get there, though, is... No, that's the inner workings. Never mind. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamouring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Toriel were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let us start at Linode 9. I wonder what's changed. Maybe people have started forcibly getting rid of their memories of Sphene. That would be pretty fucking brutal if they did. But if they did that, it would be kind of an interesting concept. I don't understand why there's a forecast thing here. How do you know it's sunny in this place? You know? How do you know it's any weather other than lightning storm? In fact, has that even disappeared? It shouldn't, right? What's this? There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Oh no, what's happened? Is there an argument about whether they should get rid of the memories or not? Is the kid there? The kid's there.
Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Oh.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
It happens, that's life.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed. The regulators continue to function.
Yeah, but you don't have enough souls.
I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the Ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware.
Good. That's actually pretty good.
To you, or me, to any of us.
Yeah, true.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
No, we don't really think about it out here.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Yeah, I mean, the regulators are still thing. What? Queen Sphene dead. That's somebody that's disguised as Queen Sphene. There is no way that's actually Queen Sphene.
What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever. You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Okay, those bits were so obviously forced.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
All of us shall be made endless.
What?
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received Neo-Regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with Neo-Regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us.
Oh, this is not good. I don't know if I want to click next. I don't want to. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
Yeah. Please don't just say you're Sphene.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
I doubt it. Sure you are. Look at that. They're all being freaking controlled. What a blimmin' blight on her legacy.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Yes. I'd strike you down if I didn't know that that would do nothing. I mean, you're only getting 5,000 people. There's definitely more than 5,000 here. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, present with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, 'tis no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honour. 'Twas as if their memories have been erased. I mean, that's not that surprising. They have regulators on, and there used to be the ability to do that. Given the members of Oblivion remained unaffected, that was likely the work of a regulator. But by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspected deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. Is it actually going to be one of those Providence people or whatever they were called? While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Is she going to try to take over the king's position? Because they shouldn't be able to. But they might. Oh, Sphene? Meanwhile, in the living memory, this is going to show that scientist group. I'm convinced. Oh no, you stole her! No, you stole her! Oh no, okay, she's good.
Where am I?
Are they in a robot? Or is this the person that got shot by lightning?
My people. Are they safe?
Oh, that's Sphene? Sphene as a kid? Interesting. Oh, are we actually going to get to see Sphene as a character? Like later on? That'd be cool. It'd be hilarious if that's Zeroljar with Sphene's voice. It won't be, but that'd be funny. Ah, Notta, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamati. She should arrive shortly. Notta, glad to see you here too. Ah, speak of the devil. Let's catch each other up, shall we? Give me a second. I need to just check something. And also, I forgot to turn my thing onto streamer mode, my Discord. I don't want people to have their names shown. I don't know why I just turned it off, but anyway. Ah, speak of the devil, let's catch each other up, shall we? Right, I'll go first if no one minds. I've been back to Toriel and spoke with Kona. I told her all about the records left behind by Geruljar's mother as well as Sphene's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while I'm Geruljar's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. I've done nothing. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sphene. She's been making regular appearances before the people, and each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she chose to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Sphene's death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator given recent events, Sphene is the chief suspect. Many believe the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those who with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to the Earthen Sea now and cooperate with our people. There's one other matter. The highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where is this person now? In the break room, she is unwell and Yustola and Alice have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. I mean, they've specifically only got women in there. Should we knock first? The break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go whenever we're ready. I guess technically all of the people that are going are women or children. All of which you'd be perfectly, well, not fine, but it'd be perfectly normal for them to, you know, be able to see that. Wukalamat looks surprised. Is it another Sphene? Is it a younger Sphene? These are my guesses. What? What?
What is she doing here?
Again!
We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is.
She's not Sphene?
Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul.
What? How?
We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis.
Oh, is she
This fellow
stuck?
reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with epoxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Oh, so it's not like the kids that are like paralyzed.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect,
Hmm.
I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Fiend was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
I didn't think that was possible.
What? But how can that be possible?
That person would have been like several hundred years old.
Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died.
Oh, what a time to wake up.
Whatever do you mean?
I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia?
Oh, yeah, they're gone, mate.
And who are you people?
Good questions.
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I thought she was the princess, but I guess she
Ere
did
you
become
awoke
queen.
here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange dark room. Outside there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
The answer's going to be yes. Shale, you got more accurate information.
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down, that was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom, for 4 centuries.
You.
Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Yeah. That's actually not as long as you think.
Records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Well, no one's letting her out anywhere, right? I do not believe. I do not believe you are lying, so please, tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well. But let us do with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone. So I will summon Grahatia and Kryl for now. I'd just get Alphino to do it. He's great at his job. Where is Alphino? Oh, I hope he hasn't gotten regulated. So that's what's happened. We dealt with the Queen's theme, but it wasn't you. It was an amalgamation of your personality plus the memories.
This has all been a lot to take in. But how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alysae's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale.
Oh, hail. That's a cool new word.
I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
Oh, there's no worries about that.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Nod. Mothery thought. Alysae never abandons those in need. Alysae never abandons those in need.
She's known those two for a long time. You can trust in her judgment.
It's true.
You help to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
Oh, nice. So the paralyzed kid.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long.
Ooh, don't get hung up on that.
I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene?
Say that line you said before. About the loss.
Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Ooh.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes.
But nobody's going to mention the fact that we shouldn't send Sphene out.
That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
Disguises, please. Please, disguises.
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
I wonder if actually the Sphene from before would did that. We'll be your escorts. Because why not?
Truly?
Yeah, why not?
Honored.
I got nothing on.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Yeah, I mean, we are also...
Thank you, Wuklamart.
Two of them are foreigners. Me and Wuklamart. Seekers of Eternity. What was this? You can't see it, but it says Seekers of Eternity. Does that imply that this is the start of the next stuff? You know what I'm going to do? I think we need the volume on the... that and like the... like this. Thank you, as well, Notta, for your kindness. The Endless Fiend, you knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with the situation, myself especially, but I recognize that I must, I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Before heading out, I should put on a more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright, take your time. What is she gonna wear? I hope it's just the regular sort of tracksuit and like the neon tracksuit and sort of bottoms that the other people wear. Because that would make a load more sense as being a regular thing that Shale would have given them. Imagine if Shale just gave her a Sphene outfit. Just a replica of exactly Sphene's outfit.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, that really suits you.
It looks ideal for a brisk afternoon stroll.
For one so well-traveled to say that, I feel confident it's perfect for exploring the city.
Don't know what the huge hood's for, but I love it.
A moment before you head out.
Why does she walk so slowly? I guess she still has after effects?
Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
Good idea, Shale.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction.
Yeah, sounds good. What do you think, Sphene?
But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret.
Is the hood gonna go up?
For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
I don't know that word.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
Yeah.
You are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
Yeah, you will, Goruljar. I trust you, mate. You're cool. You know what's weird? Is I understand the whole point of Oblivion was that they were anti the whole regulators and stuff. But when it's a ceremonial thing for Sphene's funeral, I'm kind of surprised none of the Oblivion people decided to just go, you know what? I'll wear this just for today in memory of Sphene, because Sphene did nothing wrong. What are they talking about? Oh, that's cool. That lady wants to talk with Wuklamat, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There are so very many, I can't decide where to begin. Then why don't we let Notta choose? The following events cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel, pending blah blah blahs. I like the hood up. I think the hood's gotten smaller though. Never mind, it hasn't. Tell about the government sector. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can be matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure of how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrows of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Zelenia. I want to remember them all. I'm reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. If you are tuned to the Linode 9, you can teleport back here at any time you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easy to go around. That's the mode of transport that utilizes the aether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. 'Tis heartening to see they're available again for the use of one and all. There's a lot of different shops at the Nexus Arcade, selling everything you need. It's always full of people doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Notta and Lemity a tour of this place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like the lady is doing now with Wuklamat. The lady talking to Lemity just came back from Toriel. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has a family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard effort. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and neighbouring Lindblum, but the operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbours is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor. In continuing to strive for peace, Toriel's leaders have shown a great magnanimity, and I can't help but be moved. Magnanimity. There's nothing left. Sorry about that, I got a little carried away with the conversation. It's alright, Notta and I told her about the places we could see from here. Really? That's great! Right then, why don't we take a stroll through the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. Banana now, bow 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 bow, banana now, bow bow, da da do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Sphene, Notta, the two of you go ahead and order first. Don't say Sphene so close to this person. They'll learn who it is.
can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
Sweet cocoa with extra cream on top, please.
I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
I just went for it because it was the exact opposite of what you had chosen. So I was like, oh no, wait, it isn't. Bitterness isn't the opposite of sweet. Sour is. Never mind. I should have chosen like a lime juice or something. Ooh, I love these cushions. They all have QR codes on them. I like the colour of that hair.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people.
Is it not the same?
But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
I understand. I understand completely.
Your Majesty, is that you?
I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now. We're going home.
Is it going to be that person with a regulator right now?
Not Queen Sphene.
That person's going to know now because they can see through all the regulators.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does.
I mean, we knew Otis for a while. Otis would have loved this.
A harsh reminder that I have no place here.
Did we tell her about Otis? That we had met him?
Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain.
It's sort of thrived if you think about it. Compared to where you left it. Well, that sounds mean. Compared to where it was when you thought died.
I cannot help but feel lonely.
I'm telling you, Grahatia knows exactly what you're going through. He has spent hundreds of years. There's been a huge time skip for him. I really think you should talk with him. He knows at least partly what you're going through. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. No worries. I'm sorry for not being much of a guide. I usually don't get approached this often. It's quite all right. The people have been through so much, it's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Notta. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus arcade, but but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see at Trueview. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You know for a fact that what's going to happen is we're meeting Sphene. We're meeting the simulacrum that is Sphene. Where is that? Is it not on this area? Oh, there. Where is that? It's near Neostain. Do 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 do. Bow now 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 now. Now 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 now. Do 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 do. He was this way when we arrived. He looks pale. We need to find him a place for rest. For him to rest.
Thank you. I was on my way to attend to some business when the memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger has passed, I know, but the terror still lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. Try as I might, I can't shake this fear. My courage has completely deserted me.
Rally! Slash rally! You've got this, stricken citizen. Just tell yourself what you tell other people.
Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher.
An usher? They're the ones who came to those who without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expected your duties had changed.
That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility.
A storage facility? What for?
Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being.
I didn't know. I'd heard that there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Do you have usher duties? If so, we could help.
I'm not actually here in official capacity, so I loathe to trouble you further. But since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though the memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forgiven. To do anything else was strictly forbidden, but it saddens me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with the items. Some accepted my deliveries, others rejected them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice.
Oh, they didn't have it before then? It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to help too, Notta? Deliveries happen to be my speciality. I'm truly grateful. There are 4 items to be delivered here in the in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. I'm not Queen's Fiend. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you finish, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reactions. The reason I started saying that is because I could see us. I thought they'd giving us 4, so we'd split up and Fiend meets Fiend on her own. You know, there's been people in Torial who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite, just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. So there are 4 items in total to deliver? Right, 3 for people of True, and 1 for someone over by the Neon Stain. Let's visit them in order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Notta? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way, we'll be right behind you. Yeah, they're accompanying me. Where are we going? Over there. Ooh, some talking points as well. I love me some little talking points. Do I have the True View one? I do, right? There'd be no reason why I wouldn't have it. Good, I do. Bow, now, 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 now. The way the buildings are all in a row reminds me of old Castletown. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. You know what? Hold on a second. System settings, display settings, borderless window, apply. Yes. I just had to check something. Huh? Is there something you need? Here, do you want this? Ah, so Malachite sent you. He was very considerate when he offered to bring me the keepsake. He stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I can see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case, but now, I find myself wondering about this and that, like how much longer I can afford to muck around with my brothers. But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thank you for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. Disconcerted. I don't think they're gonna say yes. Hello? Do I know you? Ah, so this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It got me thinking about what we did to Torial. I didn't even know we killed so many of their people. Not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamity Wukelamat would never do that. She and everyone in Torial know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just I can't stop worrying about death. And hearing that they're running out of neon regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Yeah, here, it's for free. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might make me remember. But no such luck, it seems. The owner is dead and they'll never become one of the Endless Queen's Fiend tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become Endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing. So I was happy to receive a neon regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. If Queen Fiend herself recommended it, I want to believe that all will be well, but still... Sorry, I need to clear my mind. Good. That's everyone in Trueview. Let's go to Neon Stain. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So you can purchase beverages from this machine. So you can purchase beverages from these machines. That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Yeah, I don't know if that was my go-to in terms of this is something that was developed for the people. But I appreciate where you're coming from. No, it's a lively citizen. Oh, are you talking to me? Yeah, here's your keepsake. Doesn't appear on screen, right? Of course not. Cool. Oh, right, this. I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar. Where do I know you from? Ah, I remember now. Oh, the scared guy. It was at the infusion station in the government sector. And it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. You're the Arcadian fighter who was desperate for souls. That's right, I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lathander. I used to fight in the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Fiend's words to heart and found a new job, one where I could put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Thanks, it's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way, with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hobbigo besides my father. Lamity once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an Endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming Endless affair. But I need to get back to work. Was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. Take the regulator off, then. Oh, I guess it's not the Neo regulator. One second, I'm gonna sneeze again. Pardon me. I believe that that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Nutter. From what I've seen and heard, 'tis plain that the people held their queen in high regard, and this simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachite. We should be back to the north of the recreation zone. Do 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 do. I like how there's all these blue ones that I'm just literally not looking at. I will eventually. I'll have to go back really far because I'll be honest, I haven't done any blue quests except like the bare minimums. For all but this expansion, I didn't even have I didn't even do the chocobo conditioning thing. I'll be honest, I sort of skipped through the blue quest as soon as I knew what it was about when I was even doing the one chocobo one I did. Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I've planned for today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items, but they all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, and another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see. It's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with the reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are, each of us, the sum of the moments we shared with our loved ones. And when they've passed away and we lost our memories of these people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer need to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken can be returned to us as well. Well, my friend, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. Malachite spoke true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walk to be. They form the path we walked to be where we are. My other self, I expect, was much alike to me in the beginning, but I cannot become like her no more than she can become like me. For once our paths diverged, so did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all had different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The Endless Fiend was one possibility, a version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact I did, though. Huh, is that? It's Sphene. It's the weird Sphene. The simulant? That was very weird. She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right? I don't think we should. I think they're going to try and capture Sphene. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Nothing? Okay, cutscene then. The stimulant headed into the street over there. The neon stain is that way. Let's hurry. Wait. This isn't where our base is, right? The Black Room? If it is, I'm actually very worried. That is... She's going to take out the Back Room. There's no way she'd do that. Why would she do that? There's no need to. It is very weird for this place to be empty, though.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
She just shot me with lightning? The lightning of the whole place?
Hey, are you alright?
Ooh.
So she didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
100% that's a person from Perseverance.
I know that voice.
Course. That hurt quite a lot, you know.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
No. You asked me that after you tried to kill me?
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
Yeah, because that worked last time, did it? Didn't it?
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments.
Is that the other one that you remembered?
'Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it, and sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry.
I don't believe you.
Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't punch them.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew.
Yeah, that's just how it works.
And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you.
I could do it. What do you stand to gain by making everyone endless? What is he doing? Is he trying to, like, knock me out of the whole thing?
You're speaking to me.
Oh, right, he didn't understand it was me.
Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict.
Yeah, okay.
Death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calix! You're Calix, aren't you?
You know him?
Oh yeah, he's someone from the research team.
The young genius who had mastered electrope technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation.
Oh, they do use them!
Developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people. Calix, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
So mean. Needlessly mean.
Command is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
I mean, that's not happening. I'm just gonna take the key and take it to a place you can't go to. I heard Ishgard's pretty good nowadays. Good luck getting there. Are you alright, Notta? Forgive me, I was once able to use healing magics, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. It's frustrating to be powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. Alexandria has no need for Queen Sphene. It's the Queen of Reason, my endless counterpart, that they love. And although it's hard to accept, it's nevertheless the truth. I must find a new way to serve. You're not alone, and together we can get through anything. Well said, and it so happens that something that only you can do, right? Well said, and it just so happens there's something that only you can do right this moment. Let's start with Calix. What can you tell us about him? He was a prodigy who specialized in the field of electrope and made his mark during the Storm Surge. Yet even as he basked in the admiration of his peers, he struggled with an illness he had from birth, which left him with precious little time to live. For him to still be here 4 centuries on, I think it's safe to assume... I'm very burpy at the moment. I think it's safe to assume that he too has become an endless. I see. Well, we're somewhat familiar with preservation. I never imagined we'd cross paths with one of them like this. You know of preservation? Of course. We do. They're supposed to have created Everkeep's core system as well as the Endless Sphere. Did they? All while I was slumbering? The members of Oblivion have spent a lot of time investigating preservation. We should head to the back rooms and tell them what happened. I mean, do you want me to just destroy this thing right now, just so it doesn't get into the wrong hands? Things I missed. How about next time you try something a bit better?
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
Indeed it has.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections.
Imagine repeating the plan that didn't work.
But unlike the previous Sphere, they have no intention of saving everyone.
They're just gonna save the best.
Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation, without being swayed by emotion.
Indeed.
Carefully managed eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Sphere's death?
Of course. I assumed that.
Is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really think about it. I guess that's literally the point.
I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting. When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
There's no way he can actually be tracked.
That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
There is no way he did that. He didn't do that on purpose.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
Is that, yeah. Yep, we met Otis, old Otis.
Ideal place for preservation to conceal the terminal, I must say. Having existed since the storm surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calix, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Yeah, there's no way. He's done that on purpose.
I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
We can't leave them to their own devices.
No, we cannot. We must learn exactly what he is plotting.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
Yeah, sure, Sveen.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
Well, if we're taking point in then we wouldn't know where to go. Because we're taking the front, right? Point means the front. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you. It may take time for us to find my place in the new It may take time for me to find my place in the new Alexandria, but I will, slowly but surely. Right, I believe I've plotted a viable route to the Foundation sector. As we don't have much information on the area, I'll come along and gather geographical data on site. You can leave the navigation to me. I'll stay behind this time, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Oblivion is fortunate to have a capable adapter like you, Gruuljar. And no matter what the future holds, your knowledge of Electrope is bound to serve you well. And also the King's army you have access to. With such a dependable support here, we may embark on our mission. Come, let's head to the lift in the government sector. They hit me with all the lightning of this place could make, and I was down for 3 seconds. Maybe 5. And that was without counterattacking. If I knew it was coming, I would have counterattacked. I'm not saying that actually felt like it was a bit of a weak attack. Like, I should have gotten up quicker, but I do think I should have gotten up quicker. If this is a dungeon, we're ending the stream early because I'm not going through it. There's no direct lift into the Foundation sector, so we'll have to transfer to another on the way. If we take the wrong lift, we'll end up in the wrong sector, so be sure to follow her into instructions. That's a cool axe. According to Tashiel Jar's records, the tower is divided into inner and outer sections below Orgenix. The castle is at the heart of the inner section. So upon arrival at the Foundation sector, we need to make our way inwards. Notta, take this communicator with you. It's been modified to track your location, so I'll be guiding you as I collect data. They're going to use that to attack me. Sounds like we all set. Let's get going. The Underkeep. Yeah, we're not doing that at the moment. We're going to have to call it early. I know we've got like 9 minutes left. But I generally think that we shouldn't continue as is. I mean, we can do something for 9 minutes if you want. Let's do something for 9 minutes, because we're not doing that. Do 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 do. Boo doo. Do 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 do. You know what? Let's go to the shop that you can sell stuff and just sell. We'll do a cleaning of inventory kind of thing. That sounds like a good idea. I know that's not going to be insanely interesting, but it will be useful. Alright, let's mend our stuff. It's all repaired. And then you again. Can I sell stuff to you? Wait, which class was that? This? Yeah, I can sell that. No, I could use that. I could use that. Are they both level 90 though? And have the exact same stats? Let me have a look at this. No, with clothes on. That's pretty cool. What about the other one? It doesn't work for me. I've made my choice. It's this one. No, I'm fine. I don't use this. Ninja. Discipline of magic. I guess technically it's good. I need to turn these into glamours a lot sooner. I think that's what I've realised. God, there's nothing there I instantly want to get rid of. What about here? I mean, this is a level 40. Ah, it's being used by somebody. This. That's not needed. That's not needed. Hey, we're getting money from this. It's something. We've paid for the mending. I wonder if there's a way you can, like a weird challenge in this game, where you just don't, you're not allowed to, you have to give away all the money you make from quest rewards, and you have to go exclusively on selling stuff that you gain from, like, rewards and stuff to, like, actually survive. I wonder if there's, like, a thing for that. I don't need any of these shields. I guess these culinary things are, like, kind of useful, but not really. Never mind, you're right. I'm never getting rid of that. I'm sorry I even tried to sell that. That was a mistake. I'm really, really sorry. Okay, how many earrings do you wear as a character? Neck, wrist, right ring, left ring, ears. Right, there's only one, so I don't need 2 of these. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Next one. Wrists. No, neck. That's gone. Ba-na-na-now-now-now. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-do-do-do-do-do. That's gone. That's gone. This is gone. Why are there so many neck things that are not related to my character? Wow, that one was weirdly full of neck-based problems. These are exactly the same, except one's for one group and one's for another group. Which I think is insane. Do 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 do. We don't need that. We've got a discipline of land that's better than that. Down, 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 down. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Oh, that's good. We got rid of all that stuff. Now let's get to inventory. Let's get rid of stuff that I don't care about. Super potions when I have max potions are useless. Regular ethers when I have high healers and max healer ethers is useless. GP, okay. These passes are kind of useful. The materia, I never know if that's going to be useful or not. That's why I keep it just in case. All my tackle is undeniably useful. And I will not take anything that says otherwise. I don't care about these. These low-level ones maybe aren't. Like these. Let's get rid of all of these. I mean, they're item level like 150. Maybe I can get rid of the ones that are like 150. And then I think we're good. We made some money. It's a small amount of money, but we made some money. I think we'll call it here. Just because there's nothing really I want to do at the moment. I don't want to start a dungeon at this point. There's no real story that I can do at the moment. So I think we'll call it here. Sorry for the early one, but I'm not feeling 100%, so that can be a factor for it. I'll see you on Monday for whatever we feel like doing. I can see you on Wednesday for some more Expedition 33. And I'll see you on Friday for more Final Fantasy XIV. But until then, I hope you all have a great weekend. I'm going to try and have a good weekend. Bye!